All right, so if you guys were the most famous person alive ever to live, and you were sick of that life, all the paparazzi and everyone clamoring over you, and you had a chance to get out and just live a peaceful, quiet life, would you take that opportunity?
I think I would.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd do it.
By faking your own death.
I think that's the only way to do it.
Probably.
I don't want this anymore. Please leave me alone. Oh, yeah, sure, whatever. No problem.
Well, that's exactly what I'm going to tell you guys about today. Because 40 years ago, this week, according to an article from August of 2017 that I read, Elvis Aaron Presley did just that. That's right. The king dethroned himself, and let's get into it.
Whoa.
Yeah. I got to find my notes.
Elvis.
Dethroned himself.
I like that. Dethroned himself.
I was up all night just because that's my sleep schedule.
Because of practical reasons, okay?
Yeah. So why is Elvis still alive? Or why do people think he didn't die at 42 years old on August 16th, 1977? It's funny you should ask her. I mean, you guys didn't ask. So funny I brought this topic up. So supposedly Elvis died of heart failure on the toilet. That's like the story, right? If I asked you, how do you think Elvis died?
Yeah, just like that.
On the toilet.
I thought like in a hospital in like a white bed in a room that was just glowing.
No, man, it's got to be more tragic than that. It's gotta be
okay, fine.
Heart attack on the toilet.
Died on the throne.
Oh, yeah.
It's symbolic.
I was going to say I dethrone myself every day, but like I ain't no king.
Hey, stay humble.
There you go. Tell that to LeBron.
So before we get into the theories of why he died or how he died or that he didn't die, there is an Elvis sighting society that monitors Elvis sightings. There's 3 dudes from Canada, I think it was like Ontario or something, that they were having breakfast and they were just like, we all love the king. I thought I saw him. Let's start the Elvis Sighting Society. So they started this ElvisSightingSociety.org. I don't know when the website came along, but anytime you see a sighting, fair enough though.
What do? You flag it up to them?
I guess you can send them an email.
There's like a button where you're just like, smash this button if you've seen Elvis. Boom, 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 boom. You're like, oh yeah, man, every day.
Yeah. Well, I thought there was going to be a list of like Elvis sightings when I went to the website. There was nothing.
Wow. So this is real official covert shit.
Yeah, but no, so they kind of became a fundraising operation where Elvis was very underprivileged as a kid, like moving around. Like there's like a quote from him saying, sometimes I would wake up and not know where I'm going to be sleeping that next night because his dad, I guess wasn't making a lot of money, and so they were moving a lot. So this company or society, whatever they call them, they do fundraisers and then fund underprivileged families.
That's nice.
Yeah, so it's a good thing came out of it.
Yeah, sounds like a perfect front for a money laundering scheme.
Exactly. All those nonprofits are BS.
Until they're not.
Until they're not. All right, so let's get into it. One of the biggest theories is that Elvis was connected to the mafia.
Oh, this is just Sinatra on repeat.
I don't know.
Well,
do you listen?
Well, no, I was just. Yeah, I've heard Sinatra play once or twice.
Once or twice?
Okay, go ahead.
But he wasn't. So he wasn't in the mafia, but the mafia wanted him dead. So it comes back to Elvis respecting like the FBI. He's like so interested in the FBI and the government. Like he's like, he visited and he's like, oh, this is really cool. They showed him everything, and then he writes this letter like, hey, I'm connected into so many groups and people respect me and trust me. And I don't like what I'm seeing with like drug use in the country. I don't like where the direction the country's going. You can use me as like an informant, but like undocumented informant, and I'll, give you guys information. So that's kind of where this, mafia thing came in, where, he probably told them something about, something that was going down. He gets found out. Ipso facto, he has to fake his own death because the mafia is coming to kill him. So FBI helps cover him up with a death, puts him in witness protection. Bam, he's out.
Could you imagine negotiating how you're going to go out with the FBI? Like you're in a room full of agents and you're just like, all right, guys, I think plane crash, private plane, gold-plated interior, flying from New York to Vegas, and we crashed somewhere out in Nevada, and then you just scooch me out to L.A., and that's where I hang out, right? And they're like, counteroffer. You're in Graceland. And you're like, okay, I like this at home. Good. I'm comfortable. And they're just like, in the bathroom, and you're like, ooh, kind of salacious. I'm in a shower, I'm naked. They find my naked body. Cool. I'm down with that. And you're taking a shit. And you're just like, yeah, no, this took a left turn. They're like, that's all we got for you.
Funny.
That's all we got for you, Allie. That's all we got for you. And you're like, what if I don't want to do this? They're like, then you can call your boys in Chicago and see how they want to deal with this. That'd be the worst. That'd be the worst conversation ever.
Yeah.
See, but it's all plausible. I mean,
It is plausible.
It is, 'cause we imagined it.
Right. Well, you heard the stories about his diet habits. Ironically, we're talking about fast food.
Yeah.
People have made like the Velveeta burger. That's named after. They call it the Elvis burger because apparently he loves Velveeta.
Yeah.
And my mom used to say that he used to eat like fried peanut butter and jelly and banana sandwiches.
What was that called? The gold nugget or the treasure chest or something?
I don't know, but it was on this
loaf of
Elvis
bread.
sighting website. It was it gave you the recipe on how to make it. So it was like 6 slices of white bread, and then you take like peanut butter and bananas and mash them together, and then fry up some butter, and then like spread the peanut butter and stuff, and then pour over the fried butter or something like that, and then eat it.
Interesting.
Something like that.
I would have never thought of it that way. I would just like, all right, just
Fool's gold.
make a sandwich.
Fool's gold. That's what
Fool's-
I call it.
and
Fool's
then
gold
you just
loaf.
put on a frying pan and flip it.
That's what he was living with. So maybe
It's like a children's Cubano. That's what it is. It's a preschool Cubano.
Throw a little fluff in there too, just to,
yeah, a little fluff. So some people believed Elvis faked his own death, claiming that a black helicopter holds the key to his disappearance. The Sun points out, I guess the Sun is probably some media, whatever, some newspaper or something, points out that there was a sighting of a helicopter landing in Graceland at his mansion in Memphis, Tennessee, hours before Presley's body was discovered. And then fans speculate that Elvis was picked up from his home, flown to Bermuda, and then they told him to lay low when he became tired of the fame, So it's, that's one of the things is, they
So
saw
who's
out
this
there.
who spotted it? Just some.
Just people. And then, I'm guessing, newspaper or magazine.
so laying low, like you wait it out a couple of years,
Yeah.
get a little grayer, and once people kind of like, all right, accept the fact that you're gone, then you kind of just go about your business. Like I could just go down the street, get a coffee, and
Yeah.
no harm, no foul. Like
Yeah.
that's some.
You think that like the FBI or whoever was helping him out like instigated all these Elvis impersonators to help cover up
Ooh.
his life, his
I'd be
continued
careful
living?
what you're putting out there right now. You're
No,
putting,
I'm just saying. Think about it.
targets
like
on all
how,
of our heads right now.
because you just said if you're just walking from coffee shop A to coffee shop B in Bermuda or in Cuba, and somebody's like, "It's Elvis Presley," and you're like, "No, it's not," and they're like, "No, it is." That person gets obsessed with you, keeps following you around, keeps writing about it, and you're blown. Like your cover's blown. But the most genius thing that any of your allies could do is just say, like, let's just make it so that Elvis exists everywhere, and then no one will know or believe that you're still alive.
That's the big thing I was going to bring up. You've had Elvis impersonators since the 1950s everywhere.
So when he was still alive,
Yeah, still alive. There's impersonators. So what a prime opportunity
yeah,
to off yourself. Maybe even get a replacement. Like, how much do you love the king?
yeah,
And then get someone else in there, kill them on the toilet while you escape.
yeah,
And now you could just become an Elvis impersonator.
yeah.
Because, what was it? Coats for Kids event. I don't know if you ever did that, running camera for that one.
Mm-mm.
Oh, but they always had this Elvis impersonator come, and
it
people
good?
people eat that up.
Yeah, they eat it up.
You think Elvis is impersonating himself?
It could be.
There it is.
That's what I'm
there
getting
it
at.
is.
Like-
That's it.
When he's just like, I need a gig today. I
Yeah.
need a couple bucks. Let me go down the street and.
It's exactly.
He's in Vegas, so he's just got his down.
Is this
That's
the
what I'm
case?
saying.
Elvis actually transcended on that toilet and became a part of all of these impersonators. You know what I mean? Like, he is now immortal.
Yep, and
He's
he
now among the people.
Yeah.
and he could be Elvis whenever he wants to.
Yeah. Or he can be, what's his middle name? Aaron. He's
It could be Aaron.
Aaron
Yeah.
P. What's up? What's your name? Aaron. What's your last name? P. No, just P. Aaron P.
And that's the thing. It's like, yeah, he could just disappear, become, because didn't Chaplin enter a Chaplin lookalike contest
Yeah.
and place like 20th or something?
I think that's true. I think
Yeah.
he lost the contest.
Yeah.
So it's like, at that point, yeah, you could, if there was a Luke lookalike contest, hell yeah.
I was gonna say, my question would be, which celebrity do you think would have the hardest time pulling this off today? Like, because there's no
Steve Buscemi.
nailed it. Yes, there's no other. Yeah, you're right. Steve Buscemi, done.
No, but like an A-list star.
You don't think Steve Buscemi's?
I think he is, but I mean, generationally speaking, like
Oh.
you think any
He's the
Gen
world's greatest
Zers actually
supporting
think Buscemi is?
I don't know.
No.
They didn't grow up with
I hate to
Buscemi
admit
like we did.
I hate to admit it, but probably no.
That just got dark. All right, back to Elvis.
So here's another theory. So theorists claim that Elvis is alive and preaching the good word of the good book as a singing pastor in Arkansas. Bob Joyce bears a striking resemblance to the singer in both his looks and his singing voice, and his sermons even echo the words of the King's autobiography. The Sun, I guess I must have got it from the Sun website, says conspiracy theorists have blended together pictures of Elvis and Joyce to support their claims. Predictably, Joyce's insistence that he isn't a legend has done nothing to end the speculation. So, Bob Joyce.
Could you imagine that being your life? People just projecting their desire of having Elvis back. Just you're Elvis. No, I'm not. No, but you are.
No, there's one true king. He's up there.
Imagine being in that conversation. It'd be like an existential crisis.
It
That
would.
people literally don't believe who you are telling them that you are. That's nuts. I'm gonna go to church there.
Yeah, let's go see Bob Joyce.
Let's go see Bob.
Another one, I think this is one of the last ones. So NME, whatever the heck that is, probably should have done this in my research. I'm going to post the links when we post these episodes, but reports that the day after Elvis's reported death, a lookalike was spotted at Memphis airport buying and subsequently using a one-way ticket to Buenos Aires, Argentina. And reportedly, the man looked like a pop star and gave the name John Burroughs, an alias of Elvis used when booking hotels for him. The music news site says, could it have actually been him? Maybe. Why not use that alias?
That alias.
So
all right, Luke. Like, if we got,
are you convinced?
I was gonna say, if we got to put the money down on the table, like, yes or no.
I'm asking you guys.
The craziest thing is I've heard some of the stuff you said. You've covered. Some of it's new to me. The craziest thing is like how QAnon has like picked up this stuff and then appropriated it into their culture of conspiracy theory, that Elvis is like involved in the deep state and like he took that FBI stuff to like the next level and is like helping fight the evil in the world and stuff like that. And Michael Jackson is helping him. Like it's wild, right? So it's just when that stuff starts to happen, I'm like, ugh, I could buy it. I'll choose to believe that he was still alive and he just got out.
Yeah.
Because what I knew of Elvis, he was a people's people. Like he wasn't our traditional movie star these days who's just floating above everybody else. He was generous. He gave a lot of himself. People took advantage of that generosity. And so I could see him just saying, you know what? This pressure is too much for me. I'm 42 years old. I'm unhealthy, and I can't handle the stress, so I need to check out. I could choose to believe that.
Zach?
I think I'm committed to the fact that he's not on this planet anymore.
But did he die August 16th, 1977?
I think he did.
Okay.
I think he did.
DJ Silly Putty?
I think Elvis is alive, but Tupac and Michael Jackson are definitely dead.
Fair enough.
Strong answer.
Fair enough.
Jimmy Hoff is out there somewhere, though.
Yeah, they got connections.
I hope they have that peanut butter banana jelly fried sandwich though.
Oh
wherever they are.
That's the thing. We should check peanut butter and jelly sandwich or peanut butter and jelly sales
Yeah.
before and after his death. That's how you prove it right there.
Where did Spike?
So what's the jelly that he like? What is the favorite?
It didn't say jelly in the recipe. It was
No, it
Well, they got it
Oh.
wrong, man. Fool's
Yeah.
gold is. I'm just kidding. Well, Luke, you got to answer.
Yeah. I think he might not be alive now, but I don't think he died that day.
Got it. Interesting.